If you want the cheapest coins around, go to ufifa.com. Prices start from about £1 per 100k on all platforms. Use the code TVM to get them that cheap. The link is in the description. Go check them out. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to another episode of FIFA 15 rating predictions. That's right, FIFA 15, not FIFA 15. Don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's talk about players. Let's talk about newly transferred players. Two newly transferred players in today's lineup, and one that had a storming World Cup, and I think personally deserves a bigger upgrade than what I think EA are going to give it. So here we go. The first player is a new Liverpool player, and I'm going to say his name wrong. I'm just going to say it as I see it. Emre Can. A lot of people say this Emre Can, whatever. He is formerly of Bayer Leverkusen, and I like watching Bayer Leverkusen. I said it in a couple of episodes ago. Bayer Leverkusen and Freiburg, whatever you want to call them as well. Two of the teams that I watched last year, mainly because I bet on them quite a lot, but just generally because I like watching them. They are quite exciting to watch. He caught my eye, and when Liverpool were on about buying him, I was thinking, do you know what? That's going to be a good signing, a very, very good signing. He's very, very young. He's if I can select it, he's 20 years of age, and he's got a 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves currently. There's talk of us sending him out on loan already, though, which is quite interesting. I don't know whether you'll go back to Bayer Leverkusen or whether that was just a rumour. But so we'll take a quick look at his stats. Currently, he's a non-rare silver, rated 68 for Bayer Leverkusen. But he's been bigged up in the media big time. And he went for 10 million, so I can imagine that EA are going to boost him up a little bit. So 73 rated, I've given him. 68 pace, his current rating is 65. A lot of these will go up a lot, and that's just generally because it's one of those players that were not that known last year, but then as soon as a club comes in and pays big money, EA boost their ratings because they must be good kind of thing. So 63 shot, where last year he had 56. 76 passing, this is the biggest one. He's gone up 11 points from 65. 77 dribbling from 72, 66 defending from 64, and his heading remains the same because he is kind of an on-the-ground player. I like this guy a lot, not just because he now plays for Liverpool, although that is a massive contributing factor, but in career mode, for instance, his potential is actually 83. Which means he does go up in ratings quite a lot in career mode. So EA do think highly of him, even if they don't in Ultimate Team. So I think next year 73 might even be a little bit under. They might go the full 74 rating. They may even give him a very low rated gold card, but I can't. That's a big upgrade. So I don't know about that one, but. Not too bad. Quite looking forward to that. A German in the Premier League that plays for Liverpool that I can use in the midfield as well. That will link in quite a few Bayer Leverkusen teams. Bayer Leverkusen? Bundesliga teams. Speaking of, this is a German episode actually, because speaking of Germans, we're going to go for a player that, as I'm filming this, hasn't actually signed yet, and that is Sami Khedira. Sami Khedira, that's his name, isn't it? Yes, it is. Arsenal, as I'm talking now, are considering a bid, or they have bid, and he's having a medical. I don't know how far along it is, but I can honestly see him at Arsenal next year. Now, he had a good World Cup. He got a man of the match card. He's played okay for Real Madrid all season. He's just a solid player. He's not the youngest. He's 27. Saying that, I'm 27, so that says something. But 85 rated. He's currently 84 rated for Real Madrid, but I think one upgrade is not too bad at all. Pace, I'd keep it the same. 74 shot, I'd upgrade that because of his World Cup goal and the way that he played in the World Cup, obviously with his shooting. 76 passing, upgraded 2 points from 74. 64 dribbling, I've kept the same. His defending has got up to 85 from 84, and his heading has remained the same at 78. But again, a lot of people will be like, how could you justify bumping him up to an 85 rated with his stats not quite that good? Because he's only actually got one 80 rated stat. And again, I will refer to you, as I did on the last episode, to in-game stats. They're not just face value. Like his sliding tackle will go up from 79 to like 82. His shot power would go up a little bit. His short passing is currently 85 actually. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. His strength, his stamina, etc., etc. So yeah, and at the moment I think he's extremely underrated. Anyway, he does a very good job as a defence midfield player. If he does sign for Arsenal or has already, then Arsenal are going to be a very, very good team next season. Let's move on to the third and final player, a player that I really enjoyed watching in the World Cup, and that is Bastian Schweinsteiger. This guy is a god, and I would give him a higher rating than 89, to be honest, but I'm kind of going on what EA will probably do. I can't imagine they'd want too many 90 rated players in their game, given the fact that they actually gave 90 rated to Falcao last year, which is stupid. But still, 89 rated. He had a very good World Cup. He's actually got one inform and a man of the match card. His first inform is 89 rated. So I've kind of going off what they've given him there. I haven't actually looked at it, but the stats that they've given him are not too dissimilar to what I've given him. So yeah, let's have a quick rundown then. 63 pace, I've kept that the same because he's not got quicker, he's just got better. 82 shot, now 81 is what it is currently. 87 passing I've given him is currently 86. 83 dribbling has remained the same. 83 defending, I've bumped that up 3 points, is currently 80 because I think he does a real stellar job in the midfield. Never used the word stellar before. And 74 heading. I've kept that the same because I don't know. I don't think he's really made a massive improvement to his heading game. He just sort of stands there and people run into him and he takes the ball and runs up the other end and scores. But again, in-game stats would justify the bump up. For instance, his long shots would go up a little bit. His long passing would potentially go up. His dribbling would, in-game dribbling would go up a little bit as well, because it's currently 83 on his FIFA 14 card, but his dribbling is 82. It is in-game stats. That to me doesn't make that much sense because his ball control is 86. His short passing is 89. So how the hell can they? I don't know. I don't know how they can justify 83 dribbling when every stat is either below or I don't know. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, I think Bastian Schweinsteiger deserves a 90 rated card and maybe a boost on his passing, his defending, and his dribbling as well. But I think this is what EA are going to give. Those three players right there would work in a team together, which is exciting because we don't get an awful lot of Germans in the Premier League. We've had more and more as seasons have gone on. Ozil last season, for instance, but now we've got a choice. We don't have to go with Ozil. We can go with Khedira. We can go with Cam. We can go with potentially a few others that are going to come to the Premier League next season. So who knows? Although saying that, I think Podolski could be on his way out of the Premier League, which would be a bit of a shame. But there it is. Those are the players for this episode. If you want to suggest any, then please feel free to do so in the comments section down below. If you want to go buy any, then go to ufifa.com. Link is in the description. Use the code TVM to get the cheapest coins you will ever find on the internet. I've used the code TVM. Obviously, that's how they become so cheap. If you've enjoyed this episode, please smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Till the next time, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.